Okay, so our people, we're going to go over announcements before Chris speaks. I know probably 75% of the people are here for Chris, but so you have to bear with me for the first 10 minutes-ish. So we're going to start. Okay. Now, no one's going to understand the first joke, but yeah, it was not funny, I know, but there you go. So first announcement, our Panda Express fundraiser is Saturday, April 3rd. Please come and support so we can make money for fundraising and stuff. So that's the first announcement. Second announcement, we have finalized the date to hand out cookies in front of PDH. The handout cookies in front of PDH will be Monday, April 19th from 11 to 2. So we're going to attach a little weather fun fact safety tips to the cookies to communicate to our campus community about whatever we really, can you get the waiting room people? Okay. Whatever we really want to put on there. So if you have anything we should include onto the little information cards, please let one of the officers know. And also be sure to come grab one. They're going to be little weather themed cookies. Brian's been working hard on organizing this. So come get a cookie. I don't know what weather phenomenon it's going to be, but they're going to be good cookies. It's coming from a small business, which is always nice. So that's that. And then NHC, this is kind of self-explanatory. The virtual tour for NHC will be April 23rd at 11 a.m.
And what is the NHC for people who might not know?
Oh, the National Hurricane Center down in Miami. The people who forecast the things that come hit us sometimes. That come hit us, yeah. So they're doing a Zoom for us. It's the closest we can get to an actual tour since we couldn't do the tour last spring, and we still can't do it this spring. This is the best compromise we got for the graduating seniors. So there's that. Hats, we're still working on it. Our logo is not working well with the hat, so stay tuned for more details on that. Our final meeting was supposed to be April 15th, 2 weeks from today. However, there's a calculus exam that night, so we're losing half our members. So we decided we're going to move it instead. So the final meeting will be now April 22nd, I can't talk, at 7 p.m., same place, same time. And then our guest speaker for that one will be Sid King from the National Weather Service Atlanta, and he's our AMS liaison. So he'll discuss the NWS and what the national AMS is for the freshmen who might not know what the national AMS is. So that, and then the final meeting, we'll be ordering wrap for every member to be delivered. It's a little like, you rock, thank you. It's no cost to members. If you're off campus, you can still get food. However, you would have to go pick it up at the wrap. We can't get the wrap to deliver to your apartment off campus, although that would be really cool. But so I'll be sending out an engage form to get orders up because I have to give them like an Excel sheet a couple days before, and then they'll deliver it between like 6:30 to 7:30-ish on that night. I called them an hour ago, and that's what they told me. So you all get free food for the last meeting because I know some people like the free food. Cough, Fabian. There's that. Okay, that's all I had. I was trying to go as quick as humanly possible. So, so now, Chris, it's your turn. That's what everyone's here for, is you, not me. So.
First off, delaying activities for calculus study is always a wonderful thing. And I remember those days, and best wishes there. I prefer dynamics. I like the talk to, if y'all have the meteorology, the meteorology dynamic course, that's a good one to do instead. But I'll go ahead and share my screen. That way I can pull up these briefing. All right. Can y'all see the screen?
Yep, we got you.
All right,
yes.
Perfect. Well, hopefully some of y'all are in here for the extra credit. I'll try to make this entertaining for you as well. So a lot to take in about what the Center Weather Service Unit does. First off, I want to thank you for the opportunity to speak at the Florida Tech AMS Club. The CWSU is a part of the National Weather Service. We support the air route traffic control centers, and basically every part of the airspace has a CWSU, the separate parts of the airspace. We'll talk a little more about that, but the CWSUs, the Center Weather Service Units, are paid for by the FAA, who is our customer, and we are actually co-located with the Air Route Traffic Control Center at our facility. It's not always the case that the CWSUs are. Some are with the Weather Forecast Office, and some may be even at the towers at the actual individual airports. For us, though, it works well how we're set up. So I'm one of 3 general meteorologists that work at the Center Weather Service Unit in Atlanta. It's actually in Hampton, Georgia. It's just south of Atlanta. But I've also got me, Brett, Matthew, and our meteorologist in charge is Dr. Chip West. And he's been there for about 17, 18 years. So he knows all about it, and a great one to learn from. So what I want to talk to you today about is I kind of want to set the stage before I get into the meteorology of what we do a little bit, so you can kind of get the bigger picture of the complicated nature of the airspace. So we're going to talk about that, and then we'll talk about the busiest airspace in the world, which is from the perspective of an airport and demand at an airport. Atlanta goes back and forth with #1, so it's a very busy airport. It's great demand. And we'll talk a little bit about our core customers, our core partners, what makes them unique, and then decision support services. So that deals with what we actually do from the CWSU perspective that supports our customers and how we provide that support. And then roles and responsibilities of Center Weather Service Unit, we'll break that down a little more, and some of the unique things about Atlanta Center in particular. So when you look at this image, you see the ZTL airspace. That's highlighted in red in the center. What you need to know is it's a complex operation covering 6 states. There's 10 separate forecast offices that are a part of this particular space, and 2 separate FAA regions. You got Southern region, which encompasses the Atlanta Hartsfield Airport, and you got Eastern region, which is Charlotte. So our 2 biggest airports in our airspace are Atlanta and Charlotte. Atlanta is usually #1, Charlotte's usually #5, respectively, depending on the year. We also are composed of 13 different towers and a thing called a TRACON. I'll talk a little more about TRACONs in a minute. And then that's roughly about 400 air traffic controllers within this area. And as I mentioned about the meteorologists that are a part of our office that support this. And for ZTL, please just understand what they do is at the FA centers, typically, not always, but they take so for the biggest airport within the particular airspace, and they replace the first letter with a Z. For Atlanta, it's usually ATL, ZTL. You got down south, you got Miami, you got Jacksonville, you got Dallas Fort Worth. All of them, they just replacing the Z on the front. It makes it a little easy to understand that way. So the Center Weather Service Unit, you can see a picture of the United States here and breaking out some of the larger airspaces have some of the less volume, so they're less busy as far as volume. Some of the bigger ones like New York, Atlanta Center, LA, they're not quite as big, but they really have the majority of the airspace volume at any given time through the year, so don't be deceived by that. And the CWSU, as I mentioned, they're not always at the air route traffic control center. Some of them are actually at the forecast office and stuff. But that's how we like it. That's how we work. And for Atlanta Center, it serves us well to be there with our customer on a daily basis to be able to answer questions. And before I get into much of the in-depth information, I want to pass along a few acronyms. You know, I mentioned the Air Route Traffic Control Center. That's called the ARTC. It's what exactly the facility that we're working in. And there are people who are on the floor that are very important that we work with on a daily basis. We brief on a daily basis. And one of them is the operations manager. The operations manager is responsible for everything that occurs on the floor. So that includes the areas. So when you look at, if you look at ZTL here, where you see Atlanta Center there, you see that it's a nice size space, but it's actually broken down into 7 areas within that space. And you can think of those areas as just pizza slices in different cardinal directions. And so the operations manager is responsible for overseeing the operations in those areas. He's responsible also for the oversight of TMU, which has its own supervision as well within there, or management within there. But this person also is responsible for coordinating national response requests, passing information along to the command center. An example would be a non-responsive aircraft within the airspace, not responding on their assigned frequency, or perhaps even an aircraft mishap. In fact, there have been several times where the Center Weather Service Unit and myself has been requested to provide a weather package for various missing aircraft or aircraft that have had a mishap or even issues within the actual areas where maybe the spacing between the aircraft wasn't right. They need information and report information from that. So we provide them weather packages.
All right, looks like we lost Chris for a second there. If you guys are in AVMET, I guess 1 and 2, I guess both AVMET 1 and 2 are here.
I don't think AVMET 1.
Mr. Split, is it also for both 1 and 2? And he's muted too.
Is that a yes or a no?
So I don't know if Mr. Split heard that, but we were asking because he's muted, so we don't know if we didn't hear his response. We did respond to our question. But if you are in the AVMET, if you could put your name in the chat, that'd be the easiest way for us to get attendance.
Yeah, thanks. If the AVMET students, please put your name in the chat. I was, capturing some of it, but some of you got, I can't really tell. Great. So what happened to our speaker?
Looks like he lost connectivity.
Okay. Oh, goodness, I'm worried. We got some weird email about web services. There's some major outage of some kind. Hopefully it didn't impact him. Yeah, we had internet issues. This is currently a nationwide DNS outage affecting Microsoft and AWS. So we'll see what happens here.
Florida Tech Wi-Fi is still going strong.
It's like it's so good. It's
knock on wood.
Yeah, I don't know where he went. Colin's checking his email to see if he emailed him. But continue to write your name if you did not write your name yet, because I'm going to export the whole chat and go through it that way to give to Split all the attendance. So please write your name.
Haha, Fabian, very funny April Fool's joke.
What did Fabian do? I mean, I'm not surprised Fabian.
What did I do?
Where's Fabian? What'd you do?
You said that there'd be no meeting because it's April Fool's Day.
Oh yeah.
So I'm blaming you for this.
Yeah, Fabian, you cursed us. Split, you want to give a lecture instead?
Oh, I have a lecture with him tomorrow.
The final.
Oh wow!
Ouch.
Oh wow!
Was that Seth that said that?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
That's
no way to enjoy.
Yeah, it's good hearing things from other people besides me. So let's hope he can get back on.
I'll say. Yeah.
Dang. Yeah, well.